Hi, this is Holly at the Potomac Bead Company. Today I'm going to show you how to make the CrystalOs bracelet. This is a really quick and easy bracelet that is a very stunning look to it, and it just uses 6mm Swarovski crystals, some 4mm Swarovski crystals, and then we're also using some 8/0 seed beads in whatever color complements your crystals. In addition to this, we're also using some .008 wildfire, and I've gone ahead and I've threaded my needle. And to start with this project, we're going to pick up an 8/0 seed bead and then two of our 6mm Swarovskis and another 8/0, and we're going to do this a total of 4 times, so we should have 4 seed beads and 8 crystals on our thread. Okay, so I have my 8 crystals and my 4 seed beads on my wildfire, and I'm going to leave about a 6-inch tail at the end. And from here, we're going to go ahead and start to make the O part of our bracelet. We're actually going to sew back through the very first seed bead and then pull that tight, and that's going to make our O. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take our needle and we're going to thread through just the very first crystal, and we're going to come out between these 2 Swarovskis. We're going to start incorporating our 4mm Swarovskis. We're going to pick up an 8/0, one of our 4mm, and another 8/0. And we're going to sew through, we're going to skip these 3 beads, and we're actually going to sew through the 3 bottom beads of our circle. So this is going to make like a cross pattern in our circle. Okay, so now that we're coming out between these 2 6/0s, we're going to pick up another these 6mm. We're going to pick up an 8/0, another 4mm, and another 8/0. And again, we're going to skip the next 3 beads, and we're going to sew through the top of our circle. So we should come out on the top. And this is going to give us a second cross piece on our O. Just like that. And make sure that you're pulling that tight when you're doing that as well. Now from here we're going to go ahead and sew through till we get to the bottom seed bead, and this is where we're going to start our right angle weave. Okay, so I've gone through and I've threaded through and I'm coming out of the bottom seed bead in my O, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to start our second O. So we pick up 2 of our 6mm crystals because we already have our seed bead in place. And we'll pick up another 8/0, 2 more crystals, another 8/0, and we're going to do this until we have 8 crystals on here again. Like that. And now we're going to sew through the bottom seed bead of our first circle, and that's going to make our second O. And just like we did in the first one, except we're going to be changing directions this time. We're going to come and sew through the very first crystal, going the opposite direction. We're going to come out here, and we're going to go ahead and add our 8/0, our 4mm, and another 8/0. Like the first one, we're going to skip these 3 beads and sew through the very 3 bottom beads. We'll get through there, and then we'll pull that tight just to make sure that it's looking okay. If you're finding that your thread is and your beads are going on the outside, just make sure that you pull them back into place, just like that. And now we're coming out between the two bottom crystals, and again we're going to pick up an 8/0, 4mm crystal, and another 8/0. Skipping the next 3 beads, we're going to sew through the top of our circle again. We'll go through this next crystal, and then we're going to sew through the outside until we come out of the bottom again. Okay, so I'm coming out of the bottom of my second circle here, and this is the basic technique for this bracelet. We're just going to continue adding our crystals and our 8/0s in our circle pattern, and then going back through and putting in these cross pieces. And you're going to continue to change the direction just in a right angle weave, like you can see in one of our other videos. And then you get to the bottom, you want to do that to the length that you need for your bracelet. This one we just put a simple lobster claw on, but we go through and do that. And this is the CrystalO bracelet. It's super quick and easy and is a beautiful result.